CNN Starting Point interviewed the little girl notoriously known as Honey Boo Boo Child. She was one of the contestants on Toddlers and Tiaras. I worry about this little girl. Anyway, here's why. Let's watch the video.
Must be crazy if they think they're gonna be me, Honey Boo Boo Child. Dollar makes me holler, Honey Boo Boo. My special juice is gonna help me well.
Anyway, that's just a small chunk of what made her famous. So basically, her mom would give her this mixture of energy drinks and Mountain Dew in order to give her as much energy as possible to compete in these ridiculous like baby pageants. And what I hate about this story is she keeps getting rewarded for acting out, right? It's like, okay, act like a clown as much as possible. And don't get me wrong, I know she's a 6-year-old. I'm not trying to make fun of her. I'm making fun of society and what we're doing to this freaking kid.
I know, but what I was going to say, do you know, it's called America, right? The
I know,
bigger a clown you are, the bigger a payday.
It's disgusting.
Now, I know, because in this case, what they're doing is they're using a 6-year-old and like pumping her full of chemicals with the energy drink, so she acts like, "Wah!" And then they say, "Oh, good job, let's get paid." That's what makes you uncomfortable.
Exactly. So she actually is now getting her own reality show.
Of course.
And she was on CNN Starting Point to talk about why. Let's watch.
Must be crazy if they think they're gonna be me, Honey Boo Boo Child. This is what I should say, judges.
If you're looking at my child or any child in a sexual manner, it's not something wrong with us parents, it's wrong with the person that's looking at, because that's just nasty that people would look at a child in that kind of manner.
We are a redneck.
You are a redneck?
Tell your new saying.
You better redneck us.
I don't know what to say after that. I think that is a perfect place to wrap up.
Okay, so look, everybody's proud of their different cultures, and I like that they're making fun. I make fun of Turks all the time since I'm Turkish, etc. So they say we're rednecks, and rednecking nice. I get it; it's a little catchy, yada yada. And your kid is precocious, and she's got her own TV show. You're proud, etc. Of course, my instinct is dial it down. Dial it down, but that's not what's rewarded in America today. Dialing it up is what's rewarded. So you feed her those things and say, "Oh, talk like this," and say, "You're a Honey Boo Boo Child, I play with you, how we get paid?" Welcome to America.
Think about the child stars and the celebrities who were like legitimate actors and actresses when they were little kids, right? And then how they grow up and things don't go so smoothly. And it's really, really tough on them, and they go through drug addictions and things like that. Now think about what this little girl is going to go through.
Yeah, because look, the reality stars have their own problems. And when you combine the reality stars with the child stars, and you have a child reality star, and you've got parents who are egging them on, and to do all these things on TV, oof. We've become this giant traveling circus. The TV is, In the old days, you go and the bearded lady and the strong guy and the guy with 2 heads or whatever the hell was in a circus. And now it's Honey Boo Boo Child, and she goes from one TV station to another, and look at that. Man, I wouldn't do that to my kid. I mean, look, I get it. I get the motivation. If you're not rich, the allure of the money and the fame is really, really hard to resist. But to throw your kid out there and have them play with their stomach and, doing all these things, I mean, maybe they think it's awesome. But I'm uncomfortable with it. Maybe I'm too judgmental on that, to be honest. But it just makes me uncomfortable in my stomach.
I just think about the future way more than the present, right? And in the present, this is awesome. You are making a lot of money, but that success will be short-lived. This is not something that she can do for the rest of her life or even more than a year or two. You see what I'm saying? And I just worry about what it'll do to the kid. Like, I know I'm being the downer in this story and everyone should have fun. It's like, oh my God, the Honey Boo Boo Child is back. How awesome is that? But no, like...
I don't think anybody's thinking that.
No, but a lot of people love it, which is why she's getting her own reality show. And people will say that we're being too judgmental, but you know what? I don't give a shit. I am being judgmental. Her mom is a horrible, horrible mother.
Wow, man, you went over the top on that one. I wouldn't go that far, but okay, so are we being dicks or are we right? Go.
I don't know. I feel like you didn't go as far as Anna, and she's right. You're being soft.
Wow, really?
This is horrible. There's no way this child is going to be normal. There's no way. She's going to have complexes.
Well, maybe you don't have to be normal.
Do you really think she came up with Was it the
Redneckignize.
Redneckignize. Tell me a new line. Tell me a new line that I've been teaching you for the past 2 months. Come
I
on,
know,
dude.
and who, by the way, was fed to her probably by a producer, right? So, no, I get all that. But you know what? If it turns out that she grows up into Donald Trump, who is part of the traveling circus, well, Donald Trump's rich, you know?
There are better things in life than just being rich.